Question 7. In the right triangles shown, the measure of angle ABC is the same as the measure of angle EBD. What is the length of side BE? So the only reason that we need to know that these two angles here are congruent is to show that these are two similar triangles. So if this angle is congruent to this angle, and these two angles are congruent to each other, then we know that these two triangles are similar by the angle-angle similarity theorem. So what that tells us is that all the ratios in these triangles are going to be the same. So the ratio of these two sides is going to be the same as the ratio of these two sides right here. So there's some scale factor that we're multiplying all these sides of the triangle by to get all these sides of the triangle. So 3 times something, 3 times k, is equal to 5. And that same k is what we're going to need to multiply, we'll call this x by to get 13. So x times k is equal to 13. All right, so over here, we're going to figure out what k is, and then once we figure out what k is, we're going to substitute it over into this equation. So to get k by itself, remember, this is the same thing as 3k is equal to 5. And so we're going to divide both sides by 3 to get k by itself. So k is equal to 5/3, or 1.67. So we're going to take this over here. We're going to say, all right, x times 5/3 is equal to 13. So we're going to divide by 5/13, or we can just multiply by the reciprocal. So x is equal to 13 times 3/5. So 13 times 3 is 39. And 5 times 1, because we can always think of this as a fraction, is 5. So x is equal to 39/5. All right, the other way that we can think about this is to set up a proportion. So we'll call this the orange triangle. We'll call the other one the purple triangle. And we're going to set up proportions. So I'm going to start, I always like to set up my proportions by starting with the variable that I'm looking for. So x, and I want to know what x corresponds with in the purple triangle. So x is the hypotenuse of this orange triangle, so we're looking for the hypotenuse of the purple triangle. So I have x over 13 is equal to, and you notice that I have the orange number on top here, so I have to go back to the orange triangle and I have to have another orange number on top here. So 3 is the only other side of this triangle that I know, so I have 3 over, and then I have to have the corresponding part of 3 from the purple triangle, so 3 corresponds with 5. And then from here we just multiply, we cross multiply. So we take 5 times x, which is 5x. We take 3 times 13, which is 39. And we divide both sides by 5. And so x is going to be equal to 39/5. 2 different ways to arrive at the exact same answer.